Level 2, I can find the solutions to a system of linear equations using the elimination method after multiplying one equation by some number. So a little bit different than level 1s. It's not as easy as just adding the equations together and getting something to eliminate. We're going to have to multiply one equation by something in order to get a variable to eliminate. So if we take a look at A, we have 3x minus 5y equals 36, and 6x plus 3y equals negative 6. So if you notice, if I add these together, unlike before, I'm not going to get something that makes 0. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to multiply either the top equation or the bottom equation by some number in order to get a variable to eliminate, to be basically, if I add it, to be 0. So if I look at this equation, I see 3x and 6x, 5y and 3y. What I do is I like to look at the multiples. Are there multiples of these numbers? Okay. I look at the first one and I see 3x and 6x. Well, I know that 6 is a multiple of 3. So if I multiply this first one to 2, it's going to get me to 6. But I want one to be positive and one to be negative. So I'm going to multiply now by a negative 2. So what I need to do is I need to multiply everything in that first equation, even the 36, by 2 in order to get these variables to eliminate. So if I multiply the negative 2, I'm going to get negative 6x plus 10y equals negative 72. And then I'm just going to rewrite the second equation because that didn't change. I have 6x plus 3y equals negative 6. So if you see, now if I add these together, negative 6x plus 6x is 0. 10y plus 3y is 13y. And negative 72 plus negative 6 is negative 78. So since I got a variable to be 0, I know that I multiplied or picked the correct number to multiply by. So I have 13y equals negative 78. And if you divide by 13, y is going to equal negative 6. Now the question is, what does x equal? And you can't go wrong with picking an equation to substitute it back in. You could pick either one of the original equations, or you can pick the equation that you multiplied by. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Pick whatever one makes you happy. I'm going to go back to the first one because, again, the numbers are smaller, there's less negatives, so that's the one I'm going to choose. So 3x minus 5 times y, which is negative 6, equals 36. And I've got 3x plus 30 equals 36. So when I keep on solving, I will get x to equal 2. Okay, and you will get that answer no matter which equation you choose to substitute the y value of negative 6 back into. Let's go ahead and take a look at example B. Okay, so we've got negative 2x plus 3y equals 7. We've got 4x minus 6y equals negative 2. So again, I look at which ones are multiples of each other. And for this one, I really can't go wrong because I've got negative 2 and 4. I could multiply the negative 2 by 2 to get 4. Same thing with the 3 and the 6. I could multiply that one by 2 to get to 6. So for this one, I really can't go wrong choosing an equation to multiply. So I'm just going to pick the top one. And I'm going to multiply this one by a positive 2 since I'm going to choose to eliminate the x's. So I'm going to pick a positive 2 because that x term in that first row is already negative. I know when I add it to the positive 4, it'll be 0. So let's watch what happens. This is going to be negative 4x plus 6y equals 14. And then I'm going to rewrite the second one. 4x minus 6y equals negative 2. Okay, so if I add these together, negative 4x plus 4x is 0x. And 6y minus 6y is 0y. And 14 plus negative 2 is 12. Well, you're probably thinking, maybe I did something wrong. And you might have done something wrong. But in this case, everything up until this point is correct. What this is saying is 0 plus 0 equals 12, or 0 equals 12. We know 0 does not equal 12. So when this happens, when you do get 0 equals a number besides 0, your answer is no solution. Okay. So that is level 2's, and before I forget, I forgot to write number 2 as an ordered pair. So your final answer for 2 should be 2, -6. Okay, so now that I've written that as an ordered pair, B doesn't have an ordered pair because there's no solution. Level 2 is just picking one of the equations and multiplying it by something in order for the variable to cancel out with the second equation.